Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to Railroads Online. We're checking this one out today. The reason why is I'm doing this online, so I'm actually doing it live. So if you see the little live thing up there, then that is the reason why. I thought we might check it out and see how we go. So the first thing that we want to do when we get into this game is we want to basically start by removing some of these trees up here. Now you get charged when you remove trees, so you've got to be really careful. So if I hit the G key and go into logging, this game does need a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. It's probably a little bit there we go. We'll just click on that once. It's probably a little bit overpriced for what's in it at this particular point in time, but there you go. All right, but it is confusing. It doesn't have a tutorial at all, which makes it very difficult. So I'm just going to be very careful about what trees I actually chop down, because I don't want to chop too many trees down. The reason being is that, as I said, it costs you $2 every tree that you chop down. It shouldn't cost you money. You should actually be able to get firewood and stuff out of it, but it does. It costs you. So if I hit the P key, then that'll show us what we've got. We've got $1,986 sitting there. We have I am level 1, and we have 35 experience points at the moment. So the idea here, we've got a map here, and the idea is that we're going to head over that way, and we're basically going to create a run between the sawmill and the logging camp first off. And that's probably the best way, I think, that I've seen to be able to make money. So we'll continue to build our track. Now, when you start off, you sort of start off. Hello, Christina. How you doing? For those of you on YouTube, if you do hear me talking to people, it is people in chat. So I am. Why checking this out today, Christina? I hope you're well. I hope you are very well. There's no nature sounds. There's no environmental sounds. There's no footprint sounds or footfall sounds or anything like that. It's a little bit annoying, really. But let's go back into there. All right, so we'll get rid of that tree lopping. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of move. We're probably going to run a track around in that direction there. So what we'll do is we might lay a little bit of track for starters, I reckon. G'day, Stewie. How you going? Yeah, not many people were expecting me to do a stream tonight, but I was checking this out and I thought, well, I either record it for YouTube or I stream it and stick it up on YouTube. Lord Thunder Monkey, how you going, mate? So you'll see that there's a little chain link there, and when you left click that when that chain link's there, then it'll snap that track to there. So you can only move a certain distance with these tracks, which is a little bit annoying. So we'll just move that around a little bit and head straight up there. We'll do a left click again, move up there. And we've only, as I said, we only get a tiny little amount, which is a little bit annoying, but there you go. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost anything to lay track. So all right, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to keep this track up a little bit, because we've got a bit of a slope coming up here. So the way to do that is to go into groundwork over here and go constant grade. Now, if I click in here, then it will give us a constant grade from there, basically. So still getting you. It is a little bit wonky. It is definitely a little bit wonky, guys. But there we go. Come on, there we go. And we'll run it around this way, I think. Around here, we'll try and get like a not too sharp bend in it. It would be very nice if we have a look at the map. See, we're heading in about the right direction there. So we will continue up this way. In a sec, we'll get the train moving. So we'll just continue this track, what I might do, I might actually go up gradient wise a little bit, because we are kind of just clipping into the grass and stuff. So if we want to edit the gradient, that is E and Q. I think Q will, it goes up quite a lot, doesn't it? I might actually just leave it flat for now, I reckon. So a big, very, very big thank you to Rail who bought this game for the channel. I appreciate it very, very, very much, mate. That's probably a little bit too close to the track. That's probably a little bit too close. And unfortunately, these are... All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire this beast up. That's this is what we're going to start by doing. Now, left control allows us to crouch. So if we jump in here and now the controls on this are very, very, very difficult, but this is our fire. So I'm going to grab some of that and I'm going to throw some logs in there. Come on. We'll get that. And if you just sort of aim at it and right click, it'll throw logs in. So what we'll see soon is we'll see this starting to boil up, and we'll see our pressure going up very, very, very soon. This here is our regulator. Now the regulator controls how much steam you're letting into the engine and how much the wheels are being turned around. This is our reverser, so all the way forward is forward, all the way back is back, obviously. That is our brake, all the way back is on. That is our cylinder cocks. We don't have to worry about cylinder cocks. Cylinder cocks normally are, they would normally vent steam to prevent stuff like this from sort of filling up with water and stuff. So we also have a pressure relief valve up on the top there where the whistle is as well. And that pressure relief valve, we should start getting steam out there. So it'll only let the engine build up a certain amount of pressure inside the tank. So I hope you're doing well as well, Cass. So once we start building up pressure there, might grab some more of that and throw some more in there and just let that fire up. There we go. That there is the sander. Now the sander is the sander basically drops sand in front of the wheels to help give grip and stuff if you're in sort of slippery conditions and stuff. This here is the bell, if I can get it. Mustn't have pulled that. Come on. There we go. Can't hear the bell at all. And this one here is the whistle, but we don't have enough steam build up at the moment for that. So all right, so we'll let that fire up. Mikey, how you going? It's Puffer Betsy. Yes, it is. It's Puffer Betsy. Now this is the train that you start off with. While that's all sort of firing up and getting a little bit of steam pressure and stuff like that, we will move along here. If we go into G and we go back into rails and we go back into 3-foot rails, wait for that and throw that around there. Now it's really hard to, it's actually really hard to, you can't, like, it's really, really difficult. You can set your curve radius and stuff like that, but which is what is it? It's X and Y, isn't it? Let's see. But it doesn't seem to. For me. It doesn't seem to make any difference on curve radius. So we can toggle curve radius there. There we go. It's gone the wrong way, of course. Unfortunately, you have to hit the button every single time for that. So, which is a bit of a pain in the bottom. So that should be setting the curve radius, and we should probably go about that. I don't want to. There we go. So I may have just. Come on. Put 9.9 gallons in a 10-gallon tank. This gameplay is early release. This has only been released probably a week ago, I think, Lord Thunder Monkey. So I didn't do that very well, did I? We're basically running out of space here, but it won't click. Come on, click. All right, let's go back into here. Let's go back into groundwork, constant grade. Click on there, and run this around here a little bit. We'll try and get a decent constant grade running right through there. Probably want to throw a switch in here as well. Let's have a look on the map. We don't have anything to switch to going to the right, but if we switch left, we should see that there. There we go. That'll be perfect. And then what we can do is, let's see, we are going to the left, so that's all right. So we'll click on this and we will run this a little bit further. So the other thing that I am going to do, so this train should be pretty good now, I reckon. It should be ready to go, I reckon. But the other thing that I am going to do is I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it forward a little bit. There we go. You can see the steam coming out of the top there now. Everything is okay and ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that forward. I'm going to bring the brake back, and I'm going to bring this out just a little bit to move us forward just a touch. There we go. And we will just brake that there. Beautiful. Okay, and you can see we've got enough pressure build up in there now. Is we will go down here and we will set this up. So what we need to do on here is, and it's the controls are very, very difficult here, but what we need to do is drag that, I think it's down, no, up. There we go. Drag it up to put a link in, and then drag it. Oh, there we go. And then drag it. I think it was drag it down to put a pin in. Oh no, it's right click, drag down to put a pin in. So we'll throw a pin in, and what that'll do is that there will link to this here, which is what we want to do. So let's just jump in here. We'll take our brake off. There we go, and we will move forward just a bit, like just a touch, and we'll bring that in, and we should, there we go, that's it. Now we'll just slow this down a little bit. All right, now that link there should lock in there. There we go. Now these have a brake on them as well. You like the locomotive name? I didn't choose that locomotive name. Now the I think it's left undoes the brakes on this. So, and then what we can do basically is, now you can drive this by entering the vehicle. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest, but so what we've got is we've got the regulator, we've got the reverser, and we've got the brake, we've got the whistle. Like that. It's actually a little bit better when you do it from in here. Like that. And we shall take our brake off, bring our regulator out a little bit. I'll hit F to go into here anyway so you guys can see it. And we will move up to where we've been building that track. Now I think it's R. And what was the other one? T. There we go. So you can actually look out the side if you want to. Let's bring that regulator in. Ah, don't go, don't go. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. I don't know why it took off then, because the regulator was, yeah, parkour, because the regulator was on the regulator was actually off. So